Hello guys, it's Aris with a new video. Today we're looking at some cars that just really are bad at drifting. So if you guys don't know what drifting is, then you don't know a lot about cars, or just car games in general, because drifting is one of the most important things in many car games. It helps you get through those corners faster. So if you guys know me pretty well, I'm not exactly a rich person. So today's game we're looking at is once again Asphalt 8, because it's the only game I can afford, because it's free. Yes, we are looking at 4 cars today, and our number 4 spot is the Ferrari FF. Might have forgotten about this car because it is a very unpopular car. It is one of the worst cars in the game for Class A, with terrible acceleration, terrible drifting, terrible handling, terrible. I said temporal, I think.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not.
Now, this car is also not exactly on the cheap side, okay? It's a wee bit expensive at 450,000 credits, so sure, it's a credit car. And its mastery, like, there is some stuff that's good. There is a purple box with a bunch of pro cards in it at Challenge 5, but it is not a good car, okay? Its drifting, as shown in this Sector 8 lap, is really bad. It just hits the walls on that 1080-degree loop. Bam, bam, bam. Not a good car. Drifting is kind of important in the game of Asphalt 8, to be honest. As of this clip, you might think, oh, the car's drifting doesn't look that bad. Well, look at the speed. It was going at over 230 miles an hour before it hit the drift. If the speed slows down so much during a drift to 130, 100 miles slower than before, that means that the drifting is really bad, and the car has to compensate by lowering the speed in order to make it through that loop. That's how bad its handling and drifting is. So, not a good car. Please do not get this car. Thank you, Dr. Illusion, for saving me for probably the 20th time of using your SLK Special Edition footage. I feel very grateful. I think that was the creepiest iMovie filter I've ever seen in my life. So I guess I owe you guys an apology for that. A huge apology for any of you that thought that was not appropriate or too scary for young viewers, I guess. So back to the topic of the day for worst drifting cars. This car makes the number 3 spot because it's really bad at drifting. I mean, no duh. Of course it makes them. I messed up. This is one of the most broken cars in the entire game of Asphalt 8. By broken, I don't mean like, oh, the car crashed and it's all broken. God, this is a weird video. Okay, whatever, let's move on. So this car, it excels in top speed and nothing else, okay? So its top speed, along with its nitro combined, gives it a real speed of 340 miles an hour, which is 23 miles an hour faster than the BMW Homage. So this car is insane. If tuned correctly for multiplayer, this car can actually manage to go as fast as 314 miles an hour without passing the rank of 1300, which makes it a formidable weapon, but it's also impossible to get, or almost impossible. It requires 18 legendary blueprints. I will never get it. I have 1 legendary blueprint and I'm poor. I'll never get the car, so that's okay. Our number 2 spot goes to one of the not as popular brands in the game, the Nano Flow Cell Quant FE. This car, unlike the SLK Special Edition, has one trait that stands out. Unfortunately for this car, it's not top speed. It happens to be its acceleration, which is very, very good. It accelerates very quickly. But its drifting makes me want to die. Check out this Sector 8 drift. The amount of speed lost here is insane, and I had to, like, tap the spacebar and the drifting keys like 100 times so it sounded like a machine gun firing at me. A lot of times, just to get through this loop. So this car is obviously terrible on technical tracks. It may be okay on some short tracks that are very straightforward, but otherwise it's not good. Its top speed is not good. Nothing is good except its acceleration, so do not get this car. It was one of the most expensive elite cars that I got, and it was my first elite car for 1.2 million credits, and it is not worth it. Get another elite car like the Mercedes AMG GT3 instead. Yeah, this broken joke needs to stop. Okay, I promise you I will not do another broken joke. Okay, let's move on. At our number 1 spot, we have one of the recent cars that I won, and one of the hardest cars to win in Asphalt 8. If you're interested in finding out the hardest cars to win or get in Asphalt 8, make sure to check out my video. I can put that video link in the description for you guys to check it out. unless I fall asleep and die or forget, which always happens. So, just look for it. Okay. I promise you that's my last broken joke. I swear to God. The Cadillac 16 requires 1,600 licenses in order to get the car, which is a crazy amount. It's one of the hardest cars to get in the game of Asphalt 8. But I just got mine, so I'm really happy. So I might make a video about like how to get so many licenses, because a lot of you guys have been asking, you're like, are you a hacker? Oh my gosh, how do you get 1,600 licenses? That's insane. Well, maybe I'll make a video about that, how to get licenses fast. That sounds like a good idea. Unless anybody else wants to take that idea from me, that's fine, I don't really care. Now watch the Sector 8 drifting of this number 1 spot. Keep in mind, for this car, the handling has been tuned a lot already. Well, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you leave a like. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We are the slowest growing channel on YouTube, as I always say. But subscribe, come on, let's change that. We're almost at 5,000 subscribers. Not almost, it's gonna take us a while, but that does not matter. You guys mean so much to me, thank you very much. Let's try to get 100 likes as always. And thank you for listening, thank you for watching, peace out guys.
I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Cocaine quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my